Lost Pipe Task in Harbor, Quebec. Hello there everybody and welcome to another episode of SnowRunner here at Overfed Gaming. I am the Overfed. Today we are in the Lost Pipe Task, which is part of the Pétrole Platform Quebec contract, where we have to pick up 2 large pipes and deliver them to the Quarry Warehouse. Now we're driving one of 2 Avenhorn A15s here, and we're picking up the long flatbed 5th wheel trailer here that we're going to need to transport that pipe, because the pipe it takes a 4 cargo slots, I believe, and the trailer is a 5 slotter. So just up ahead here, we're not too far away. As you can see, the up pointing arrow, which shows you where the large pipe is already on the screen. So it's just over there. There's a dam across the river there, and just on the inside on the chunk of ice is where the pipe is. Now the other pipe that we've already delivered was down below. We had to go down towards ice level at the bottom of the dam and pick the pipe up and then come back up again, because across the dam and up the road is the best direction to go for delivering this to the Quarry Warehouse. Now when you're coming through over here, try and stay close to the rock side on the right hand side, because you got big cracks in the hole in the rock there. And with the twin steer it makes it a little bit easier, but if you go too far to the left you might slide right off those rocks. So when you come over here, I tried to go as far right as possible, seeing as how we got to make a 90-degree turn. But it's just going to be tight because there's not a lot of room here, so we're just going to go slow and just try and go as wide as we can, get around that building, and then do the same thing again. Just try and bring that trailer over a little bit. Because as you can see, there's some holes in that platform that goes across the dam, and I don't want to drop the trailer in any of those holes and get stuck in there. So we're just going to take it a little bit wider, and we should be okay. We'll just go about halfway down the dam here, and then we'll just pick up the pipe and put it on the back of the trailer. Easy peasy. Now the pipe is a little ways out, so I think we'll use the stabilizer legs, because we have to reach out quite a ways with the crane. Now one thing you got to remember, the further out you reach with the crane, the less likely you're going to be able to pick any kind of weight up. So sometimes you have to just reach out a little bit, hook up to it, and then drag it a little bit closer before you can start to lift it. Because if you tried to lift it way out there, it'd be too heavy. Even right here, it's a little difficult, but we've got to get it up over top before we can bring it in a little bit closer. Then once it's closer, we can bring it up higher. Now, there's that little step up on that 5th wheel trailer, and I'm not sure whether the game will pack your cargo if you've got it sitting on top of there. So rather than dropping it off and try and pack it, and then if it doesn't work I have to get the crane back out, I figure, well, let's just take the crane and push it back so it's flat on the bed. You just bring your crane in and then push it down, and then just push the pipe backwards. That is, if you can line it up properly. I was a little bit off, but just like that. And now it'll pack. So now we're gonna restore the crane, pack the cargo. Looks good. And we're in the middle of the platform, so we don't have to worry about dropping into any of those holes. So let's go. We've got a little bit of a climb to get out of here and get up onto the road. But that's okay. The Avenhorn's never shied away from that. We got it sitting in the high range of the low gear, so she's just gonna chug up this hill and hopefully make it to the top without any problems. Now if we couldn't get up this hill, we would have to get another truck up top and have to pull them up, because there is, well, those little trees, that there's really nothing to winch on to get up here. The little trees will just bend over and break, so they won't do you any good. But looks like we're not going to need it. Looks like the Avenhorn's going to be okay. Now I like to try and get up there first before I turn too soon. And because you got a bridge coming up right there, you want to make sure you kind of overshoot a little bit and bring it back so you can line that trailer up a little bit straighter. And then once you get around this corner, I believe there's one more bridge before we get to the highway. And I found that every once in a while, when you got a little bridge like this, and you can't always line your truck and your trailer up straight towards it, you do the best you can, and then once you hit the bridge, you can look and see in your trailer. See, now the truck is straight, but you see the trailer is at an angle. So I just take the truck and go a little bit of an angle to it, and that way your trailer won't slide off the bridge. I'm not sure if it helps, but it seems to make me feel better when I'm driving across the bridge, so I think that's what I'll do. Now we're just going to climb around the outside of this hill here, and as you can see, just up ahead is the highway. And once we get on the highway, it's back out towards Lakewood. And as you know, there's a fuel station on this side of Lakewood, and yeah, we have to fuel up because we're down to 300 liters. We still got to go all the way to the quarry, and we don't know where we're going after we're done at the quarry. So let's keep the fuel tank filled as best as possible. Then we can shift her up into automatic and go a little bit faster. But you still don't want to go too fast, because even though you got chains and you know you're on an ice road, you're going uphill, so you're okay, but you're still going to slide if you go too fast, especially when you go downhill and you can't stop in time. The chains won't help that much, so always try to take your time. I mean, if you're there 30 seconds earlier, it's really not going to make much difference, is it now? Now we left a big fuel trailer, big semi-rig fuel trailer on the road here, which is full, but I haven't needed it lately, so it's just been sitting there waiting for the next opportunity to be dragged somewhere. But then I forgot I had had a fuel trailer up here by the gas station too, so there's no point in taking fuel out of the trailers if there's a gas station there, and we'll just fuel up here and then continue on our way. And we're only just above Lakewood. You get down this little hill and you're in the little city of Lakewood. And this is all pretty much common sense driving. Like I said, you just take your time and worry a little bit about the off track, not too much because it's really not an issue around here. And we go through the main street of Lakewood, where not that long ago we had repaired the water leaking pipe here right on the main road, right over here where I'm driving now. Had I known that, see, because the Mercer is still sitting there waiting for the next job after finishing repairing the road, and I wish I would have known that, and I would have done it a lot sooner. I would have repaired it a little bit earlier in the game, giving me better access to this highway. Now the quarry is just up ahead. We are in the lower left-hand corner of the map of Harbour where the quarry is. And we're just leaving Lakewood now. And as you can tell, the off-track is about the only thing that's cause for concern. And at the top of the hill here, we're going to turn off left, which is a complete detour and bypass road of the quarry if you so desire to miss it, because it's in the bottom little corner, and You got to go back and forth a few times here, so it's easier to go this way. Or you can go this way to go into the quarry. Whichever way you need to go at that moment. Obviously going straight here would bypass the quarry, as you can tell, because you can see that the quarry is down on the right hand side. So we're going to go down here. The drop-off location marker for the warehouse and the quarry is up on the screen. It's not that far away. We're getting pretty close, but we got one really sharp turn that we got to take. And if you take a few precautions, it's actually really simple. There's no problem, unless you have a really big trailer or a much bigger truck. But with the Avenhorn, if you come down and go around the rocks and then hug tight to the right hand side when you make your turn, just look at the tracks. I've been down here a few times, and you can make this turn with the Avenhorn in one shot. But you gotta go wide. If you don't go wide enough, you'll have to jockey it. And there's something satisfying about making a turn like this without having to jockey the truck back and forth. So we try to do that if we can. And then as we're climbing down, you can see where the tracks are going, and they go to the left just up ahead there, which is into the higher area where the Quarry Warehouse is. And if you want to go to the bottom of the quarry, then you just keep following this road, which leads off to the right. But not today. Today we're going to the Quarry Warehouse to the left hand side here and deliver the last large pipe. And here too, it's just a matter of chugging through the deep snow. I always try to overshoot corners a little bit, trying to keep that trailer in the middle a little bit better, so you don't have to drag it over bumps and hills and rocks, and try to keep it in the track, and it'll move a little bit easier too for you. And we're just going up the side of the warehouse area here and coming in the back end. Just like that. We'll run it right up to the top and then take a turn. It's kind of like an oval track here in front of the warehouse. Absolutely awesome. Another successful delivery. I hope you liked the video. I hope you got some tips and tricks out of it. And until the next time, we've been driving in an Avenhorn A15, delivering a large pipe, well, the second one of two, to the Quarry Warehouse, with me as your driver, the Overfed.